Greetings, how's it going? So, hope everyone's doing good out there. Hope you're having a good summer. I haven't really recorded much this summer. In April 15th to the end of May, I did a hosting job in Fruita, Colorado. But right now I'm in Wyoming, and I'm at a little campground called Hoback Campground, and it's on the east side of the Tetons. We're about 5 miles from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we've been boondocking over here on this river, Hoback River. It's a hard name to remember. Anyway, hope everyone's been doing good. Spent the last month replacing the front ends on my daughter's car and my wife's car. So been busy with that. I thought about recording it, even though this channel didn't start out as a do-it-yourself repair kind of channel. I do a lot of stuff like that, but I thought I would record this video since we're camping in Wyoming right now. So yeah, we're about 25 miles from Jackson Hole, Wyoming, and we're probably going to head up that way before we head back to Colorado. So yeah, we've been boondocking for 2 days. I have my solar set up, and I do have a generator, which I recently replaced the carburetor on. But anyway, this is where we're staying. One of the reasons I haven't recorded much lately is when I started doing my camp hosting job in Fruita, Colorado, I was just tired. And sometimes after you've done a lot of recording for like a month, you just don't really, I don't know, I just needed to take a break from it. But, you know, I'm feeling refreshed, got to get out. So anyhow, that's kind of what I've been up to. Just kind of been chilling out, working on cars this summer. I did reseal the roof on the top of the RV with Dicor self-leveling sealant. So I went over all the seams, which it's a good thing I did because it's been raining pretty much nonstop since we got here. It's a little cooler this morning. I think it was about 65 degrees when we got up. So that was really nice because it's been, you know, near 100 in Colorado where we've been at. Up in Netherlands where we live, it only gets up to like 80, but still feels hot. You know, the higher you go in elevation, the hotter it feels because you're closer to the sun. Anyway, so yeah, that's what we've been doing. And this is a really pretty campground. It's got really nice sights. I think it's $20 a night for a site that is for RVs, $10 a night for tents. A lot of flowers in here. And this is in bear country. So they've got the locker that you can put your food in and stuff like that. So anyway, yeah, just haven't been recording because I needed to take a break. You know, I'm 70 years old, and you know, you're never too old to tackle hard projects. I've never replaced the front end on a car before, but when we took my wife's car and my daughter's car into the dealerships to get the oil changed, they gave us a list of everything that needed to be replaced. So I did the struts on my daughter's car, and I replaced the control arm. And what else did I do? Replaced one of the ABS brake sensors and some of the steering components I had to replace. So anyway, it was a pretty big job. Like I said, I've never done that before, but figure there's no time like the present. So just to show that even if you're 70 years old, you can still do stuff that you think maybe you couldn't do. But I will say that I do get a lot tireder now. Takes me a lot longer to recover. Like after a month of working on cars every day pretty much for 6 to 8 hours a day, I was tired. So I really needed this little break, little camping trip. We haven't gone camping because it's been too hot. It's just been so hot everywhere. I just haven't really wanted to go somewhere. And also I was kind of worried about all the wildfires everywhere. But so far in Wyoming, everything's been good. I haven't seen any wildfires or smoke, knock on wood. So yeah, this is my camper. It's a Wildwood Heritage Glen Hyperlight. And we bought this camper new in 2018. And since I'm boondocking, I have a Starlink set up because there's no service here. And I like to have cell service so that I can you know, be available if there's an emergency or something like that. So, as I was saying, we bought this camper in 2018, brand new, and we've never had any trouble at all with it. It's worked flawlessly. You know, there's little things here and there that can go wrong. They say that the slides on these, the kind of slide system that I have isn't the best. So if you look at my slide, you can see it's actually hanging down, which is good because when it rains, if you have a totally level one, you run the risk of the water draining back into the camper. But when it's sloping away from the camper like that, the water always runs off real easily. So this is a cable system slide, and you know, most people say that's like the worst slides, one of the worst slide systems. But the thing I like about it is it's really easy to work on. You know, if you have a hydraulic slide system or the other kind that runs on a gear motor that goes out, you know, you have a gear motor on each side of the slide. Those are more complicated to work on because they're hard to synchronize. So this is a really simple, just has one motor, 4 cables, and you can adjust the cables up on top of the slide, which I had to replace one cable. It wasn't that hard. I did have to watch a few videos because it works in the reverse that you would think for tightening up the slide. Anyway, so that's my 2 solar panels. I have a 280 amp hour lithium battery set up. Those are my electric bicycles. And so I have 200 amps of solar, and my battery system is in here. You can't really see it, but that's my 280 amp hour battery. And then I have a charge controller. And I've had this charge controller for 5 years. It's a Ever, I think it's 30 amp MPPT charge controller. And I have fuses on everything. So I don't know if you've watched the news much lately, but there's been a lot of RV fires. So I have switches. Some things I have double fused. And that's my inverter up there. It's a 2200 watt inverter. So anyway, yeah, so that's a little update on what I've been up to. Had a good summer so far. Hopefully I'll be doing more recording now. Kind of starting to feel like getting more into the mode of doing more recording. And, you know, sharing what I'm doing. Originally, this channel started out as a camping channel. So I figured now that I'm camping, probably I should do some recording. Anyway, so this is the site. It's a very big site. And I'm getting ready to fire up my generator because it's been so rainy that my solar panels haven't been really able to keep up with the, you know, it's not really been charging my battery up enough. So I'm going to try my generator. I just replaced the carburetor on it. When I was in Quartzsite last December, I couldn't get the carburetor, or I couldn't get the generator started. And so I bought a new carburetor for it and put it on. It was fairly simple. You can watch my video on how I did that. So I'm going to fire this up. I'll probably make a new video and do it separately of me starting up the generator for the first time since I replaced the carburetor back in the winter time. And I guess it was early spring when I replaced it, but I haven't really used it at all since then. I drained all the gas out. One of the things that kills generators like this is if you leave gas sitting in it. And they have this stuff that you can put in it that's it's like a gas conditioner. And what I figure out is when you put this stuff in your gas and you leave it sitting in there, it gets gummed up in there and it clogs up the filters, clogs up the lines. And I don't know for sure that's what was happening, but to me that seemed like that's what was happening. So you don't want to leave gas just sitting in your generator. It's not good for it. So I did a video on how to drain your gas tank on a Predator 3500, like what I have. I've had this about 5 years now. It's been a good generator. So anyway, hopefully this video finds everyone in good spirits. It's been kind of crazy times lately, but lots of wild weather and fires and all kinds of other stuff going on. El Nino, supposedly, is what they say. So yeah, I appreciate you guys watching my videos. Hopefully you get something out of it. I try and offer something. I like to do it-yourself stuff because hopefully it's something that is helping somebody figure something out or do something, or just share my life. I recently bought a new camera, so I've been experimenting with that somewhat. So anyway, I just want to say I appreciate all you guys. Can't say I really know any of you. Some people have commented, and I usually always reply to all the comments. I always read all the comments. So if you're new to this channel and you want to subscribe, please do. Anyway, thank you for watching. Have a good day, good summer.